everybody, it's Wednesday. I'm Quinny the Pooh and my mommy's gonna answer all your hedgehog related questions this week. I am indeed going to answer all your hedgehog questions, and of course as soon as I decide to put her down, she's gonna sit nicely. But I'm gonna put her down because she'll do this for the rest of the video. So I've had a hedgehog as a pet for the last almost 3 years now, and I've gotten a lot of different questions. So I'm gonna read off some normal questions that I get when people see that I have a small hedgehog and give you answers to them. First question is that a porcupine? No, it is not. Hedgehogs are not even related to porcupines. They're related to moles and shrews. They're not rodents, actually. They're in their own, like, genus type group. Also, porcupines are assholes. They can dislodge their quills and they're like the size of small dogs. Why would anybody want a porcupine as a pet? What's its name? As I've already told you, her name is Quinn. I named her after Q from Paper Towns. Paper Towns is my favorite John Green book, so Q is my favorite John Green protagonist. And I was gonna call her Q at first, and then I kind of adopted the Quinny the Pooh name for her. It's much more fitting, I think. How big is it gonna get? As big as she is. She's actually on the heavy side because she's lazy and a princess, like her mother. If she never ever works out another day in her life, and working out is running on a wheel, then she could get bigger and that could lead to health problems, which, you know, I don't want to happen. So I'm not gonna let that happen. What in the world could you feed it? In nature, they eat a lot of bugs, but I feed her cat food. I fed my last hedgehog actual, like, hedgehog food, but Quinn doesn't like it. She's also fond of chicken and cheese and eggs for treats. A popular treat for hedgehogs are, like, mealworms and grasshoppers, and neither Quinn nor I are into that. How old is she? Quinn is almost 2 years old, which means she's kind of like almost a teenager, I think. No one's really quite sure how hedgehog age correlates with human age. She's definitely not a baby anymore. Her birthday is September 12th if you want to come celebrate with her. Where do you get hedgehogs? From breeders. Please, whatever you do, do not buy hedgehogs at pet stores. For the same reason that you don't want to buy dogs or cats from big franchise animal stores. They're usually not so healthy and they don't last very long, where breeders know what they're doing. Hedgehogs are a little expensive, as all pets except for like maybe fish are, but the price you're paying is the quality that you're going to get in your pet. Some breeders will ship out of state, so if you live in a state that doesn't have a lot of breeders, you can have one sent to you. Are they high maintenance? Not any more than a cat is, I think. You can train a hedgehog to use a litter box, the way you can train a dog to only use the bathroom outside, or a cat to use a litter box. That makes maintenance a little bit easier. I don't do that because I'm lazy. Hedgehogs sometimes have allergies. When I first got Quinn, she was allergic to the paper bedding that I was using, so I had to switch to wood, which gets everywhere. It's on my laundry, it's in my carpet, it's on my bed, everywhere. But I deal with it because it's all worth it. Aren't those nocturnal? Yes. Naturally, hedgehogs are nocturnal, and I choose to keep Quinn on a nocturnal schedule. It just seems to work out better with work and school and her natural settings, basically. Some people don't. Some people will take them out during the day and their hedgehogs are fine with it. Quinn is not a morning person. Do her quills fall out? Sometimes. Hedgehogs can't dislodge their quills the way that porcupines can, and that's one of the big distinguishers between them. Instead, hedgehogs lose their quills like baby teeth. When they're young and they're transitioning to an older age, their little quills will fall out. Some people like to put them in little tubes and keep them as like markers of their hedgehog growing up. I threw those quills away and was like, let the big ones grow in. How do you pick it up? I get that a lot because she's obviously spiky. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to kind of put your hands underneath their belly and lift. If she balls up and I get poked. It's happened. Quinn and I had a lot of fun answering your questions, even though it was mostly me. It was all me. If you have any other questions about where to get hedgehogs or how to take care of hedgehogs or any hedgehog related question at all, you can leave it below in the comments. Quinn and I will read it and give you an answer. And the Scrivener and I will see you next week. I wrote in here she's a Pooh Bear, so she does care because it's from Disneyland Fun. She's so rumbly in her tumbly, time for something sweet.